Hi everyone, welcome to Kotak Securities. You're watching Kotak Chatroom. My guest today is Mr. Boman Rustom Irani, Chairman and Managing Director of Keystone Realtors Limited. We, sir, a very warm welcome to our show. Uh,
Thank you.
okay, so we would like to understand what is the objective behind this IPO.
So, first of all, a big thank you to you, Indu, and a warm welcome to all your viewers. Um, Keystone Realtors, Rustomjee, as we are known to the public, has been a development company for the last 26 years plus. And we've been in the business of development of largely residential real estate in MMR. Some of the developments that we started off were in the far out suburbs of Daisar. And from there, we moved on in the asset light JV/JD structuring in Malad, Andheri. And because we wanted to be across the entire spectrum of development, because Daisar was at that point in time about 2,000 rupees a square foot, Malad was 2,250 or 2,500. We wanted to be in the upper end of the segment. We came to Bandra, where we did our first redevelopment. And because Bandra was in the 8,000 rupee priced kind of price points for us, we started off with redevelopments out there. So in hindsight, something that we learned or we started building our strength on very early in the day was redevelopment, which is again something today that most of the developers are trying to do or wanting to do and moving ahead with it. So we've developed our skill sets across JVJDs. We are three of us, all co-promoters. We understand the spirit of partnership very, very well. This has held us in good stead for the entire development and redevelopment that we are carrying out in the city, because as partners, you learn to respect each other and take care of the requirements. And more often than not, you're able to resolve issues before they happen or just when they happen by sitting across the table. Our strength today, in terms of our bench strength of people, we're about 600 plus strong members. And most of my senior management, which is the key management professionals, have been with us 7+ years, some of them as high as even 15 years. We are a Mumbai and MMR centric developer. We've got two of our large township developments taking place in Virar, where we are doing a 217-acre development along with our JV partner, and in Thane, where we are doing a JD for 127 acres of development. Both these are projects that we've been developing, and we've built close to around 7,000-8,000 homes in both these projects put together. We've also built all lifestyle amenities there. Today, Rustomjee is spread across affordable housing, which we are doing in Virar, to the mid-mass, which we are doing in Thane, as well as affordable housing is under 1 crore. Mid-mass is between the 1 and 3 crores, where we're doing in Thane, we're doing in Borivali, Kandivali, Malad, Goregaon. Then we have the aspirational category, which is the 3 to 7 crores. This we are doing between Andheri to Bandra East. And then, of course, there's premium, which we categorize up to 15, 16 crores and going up to that, beyond that to super premium, which is, in excess of 15 crores and going all the way up to 100+ crores. We've been doing these kind of developments, and we are across all these segments. We are also across the segments from Greenfield, where we take plots of land, including our township. There was a plot of land, to Brownfield, where we do redevelopments, wherein we kind of enter, work with societies, flat owners out there, and demolish their existing old buildings and literally build a new or younger city with all modern day amenities, etc. So, Indu, this is a nutshell of what we do. We've worked traditionally with debt. We've worked traditionally with PEs. We are a company that has built our ability to be transparent, at the same point of time compliant, and going IPO was definitely a step in the right direction that we've been mulling over for some time, and finally we are today here, and hopefully we will be a public listed company by sometime before end November.
Sure, sir. So we would like to understand the IPO consists of a fresh issue of 560 crores.
560.
So how is the company going to utilize this fund?
So what has been stated in the RHP, Indu, is what I'm going to state to you. we are raising 560 in primary, of which about 341.6 is going to go towards repayment of debt. This repayment of debt is, for project nearing completion project, which will allow us to again have the ability to use the money further for new projects. We are also utilizing 219 crores of this towards general corporate purposes, which largely is going to be used for new projects or building up of our book or working towards doing newer developments.
Absolutely. Okay. So real estate is a vast field. So we would like to understand what is the business structure of the company, the model of the company, and could you please share your ongoing and forthcoming project details as well?
Sure, sure, sure. So Indu, you're right. Real estate is a vast number of things that people associate with this industry. Everything from data centers to warehousing to residential to commercial to retail. All these are various segments of real estate that are there. Rustomjee, that is Keystone Realtors Limited, is focused on residential real estate development. Having said that, we built some commercial structures as well. We built more social commercial in terms of schools, hospitals, places of worship, clubhouses, stuff like that. But we've never done very large commercial developments. Though today we have close to around 5 million square feet in the commercial space, where we will be looking for a strategic partner. Like we have Keppel Land as our strategic partner for the residential development in Thane, which is a 7 million square feet that we are doing together. Keppel Land is a Singapore-based company, a Temasek company, and they are partners with us since 2020, October. Likewise, we're looking for a strategic partner or then a financial platform to be able to do the commercial development. In our ongoing projects, we have close to around 9.3 million square feet of development, and in the pipeline, what's been stated in the RHP for the forthcoming projects, we've got about 26.4 million square feet of development that we'll be undertaking of the portfolio that is available with us. Altogether, it is about 35.6 million square feet of development that we're talking about.
So is this so this development is altogether is established in Mumbai metropolitan region only?
So let me put it down very clearly. We are a Mumbai metropolitan region developer. We do residential development largely in this space, and MMR means everything from Dombivli Kalyan, where we've just tied up for about 1.4 million square feet, to Thane, to Virar, to even Palghar now, which we are looking at, being in all markets which are getting infrastructure development done majorly, where infrastructure is being moved by government, whether it be ports, whether it be transportation, whether it be new hubs, whether it be infrastructure in terms of logistics development or data centers, because all of these need to finally have homes around them and good infrastructure homes around them to be able to grow them. So as a complementary to all the commercial and industrial as well as infrastructure developments that take place in and around MMR, Rustomjee will continue to move in that space. We choose our developments basis the markets that we continually study. We are a data-driven company. We continually study where infrastructure is moving to, where people are moving to, what the need of the people is, and then continue to provide that. So yes, for 26 years we've been here, and we plan to continue being a dominant player in this market.
But say, any plans to spread your wings out of Mumbai also or from MMR region?
So far, Mumbai and MMR have enough for me to spread my wings on, and we are a dominant player or a dominant developer in this market, and we are aware that the entire industry from various parts of the country are looking at making Mumbai and MMR a place where they can come. We more than welcome this competition, because competition only brings out the best in both the city as well as the developers who are working here. But we plan to continue being in this market, and really no plans to step outside of the MMR region as such.
Okay, so I want to understand which segment is outperforming and contributing the most in part of the revenue.
So, what COVID has done is that people have started investing, or rather believing that they need a slightly well designed and larger home. So balconies, which were earlier, at least for Mumbai developers, a space that we could not afford to provide to our consumers, have become almost mandatory. Again, I'm very pleased to say that Rustomjee, in all its developments, way before COVID started, had started providing balconies, and we truly believe it's an integral part of good design to be there. Premium segments today are doing extremely well. Even as of this year, if I were to quote certain data, do you have that data out this morning? Property. Um, MMR has seen new launches. I will give you over 2 calendar years, 3 quarters, 21 and 22, because that's how the data in real estate is generally given. New launches in MMR have been about 108,000 homes versus 73,000 homes in the same period last year. This is a 47% increase. Absorption, which is of most interest, of these new properties that have been launched was about 12,000 in 21. In 22, they're about 20,000. Overall absorption, total absorption as it's stated, was 88,000 last year. It's about 124,000 this year. This is a 40% rise. And very interestingly, the inventory levels from a 202,000 have come down to 179,000, which means 11% drop. If you read the data right, which it means that overall inventory has dropped, absorption has increased, and this leads to a data point towards larger uh, absorption in our markets. In MMR as such, we continue to be a robust market in spite of what is considered as global issues, as well as rising interest rates. And being in this business for 26 years, I have seen the cyclical effect. We do believe that at every point of time, there will be factors that will be positively driving the real estate market, given the fact that there should be an inherent demand, which we are seeing through these numbers.
Okay. So what kind of sales and market strategy uh, you follow, or you have adopted for business and clients?
As a brand, as Keystone Realtors Rustomjee, we have roughly around 32% of our sales coming through referral, through customers, having customers booking with us. Close to around 30 to 35% of our stock we sell at launch. Just to give you a number, we did a 301 apartment sale in a project that we launched in under 100 days. Um, More than 25%, that is, of the bookings that, sorry, 30% of the bookings are, sorry, 25% of the bookings are spot bookings. That is to say, a customer walks in to purchase a home and writes a check before he leaves from the property. These kind of data only lead to the fact that we as a company study, understand the need that is to be provided in a particular market. As you are aware, Mumbai is many markets in one. The need of one market is totally different from another. So we have our segmentized data very clearly identified. We understand the need of the consumer in that market. We design our product to suit that requirement, and we price our projects based on the business plans that we make before we enter a project itself. And our sales strategy is roughly in the region of 30 to 35% during or at launch. We sell about 35 to 40% as we build along the life of the project, which is roughly around 3.5 years. And finally, we try to hold about or sell about 20% of our stock nearing possession or immediately after. This allows us to take care of the ups and downs in commodity prices, inflation, premiums chargeable, etc., by various authorities, etc. So this, because once a promise of price is made, we kind of live up to it. Now, given the era of RERA, every developer is supposed to do that, but we've been doing it ever since. And this is what more or less the kind of sales strategy we have. 32% referral sales, almost 50% sells through the broker fraternity. Again, we have extremely great tie-up with the broker fraternity where we manage to sell. And a pertinent number out here, 178 of my team of 600 plus members is my sales and marketing team, where we take care of end-to-end of the customer. Like I should mention to you, we are a end-to-end development company, everything from business development to design to approvals to execution to sales and marketing, and now even the part where we project manage is all taken care of by the Rustomjee group, and we built a very strong, formidable sales and marketing team that works towards this.
Uh, so last question: buying a
Sure.
house is like, it's not just a financial decision; it is also connected with your emotions. So how do you evaluate, the customer preferences and demand for a particular type of housing?
So before it was a different story, and today it's a different story. Before we used to actually go back to all the homes that we built. I'm talking of the good old days before data became such an integral part where most of the reports are available online. So we used to go back to our consumers and actually do a dipstick study of the kind of proposals, I mean, the projects that we've delivered, and then understand what exactly we did very well, what exactly we did not, or what exactly could have been done better. With the kind of data research that takes place, especially in real estate, one has to read, but they say it's more important what you read in what you've read, right? That is important. So again, Rustomjee out here, I believe, has internalized most of the reports to be able to read them in a manner backed by whatever market research we ourselves do and the dipstick studies that we continue with our consumers to allow us to be able to identify the need of the segment and then provide that. In touchwood, so far we've been extremely successful.
Yes, I have one more question. We are seeing like inflation is rising, and interest rate in RBI's monetary policy is also working on the interest rates. So, do you think that in the coming quarters we can see a slowdown in housing demand?
So I just read out to you the last 3 quarters. Since April, the interest rates have been rising. So you can almost say that 2 quarters, the past 2 quarters, interest rates have just gone up, but still the robust demand has continued. And this is again PropTech data, PropTech equity data that I'm quoting from. More importantly, I think this is cyclical, Indu. So basically, people have to understand, or I'm sure everybody is aware that real estate forms a good hedge against inflation, and it might probably be in the interest, and that's why we've seen the upper end. I would like to believe that those that understand this data far better are the ones who are doing a lot of buying as of right now. This should be indicative of what is the exact trend that everybody needs to kind of pursue or follow.
Sure, sir. Well, on that note, thank you so much, sir, for joining with us and sharing your insights on this IPO. And we wish you all the best for this new journey.
Thank you, Indu. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.